So up next is Lilian with remote working. I have to admit, I jumped over to their session a little bit, and I felt very dirty watching them because it was a bunch of people in VR headsets not communicating, and I felt like an odd voyeur. So Lilian, please explain what this dystopian society is.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to give it some justice today, but this was definitely a very unique session to moderate. It's like, how can you get a room full of, construction dorks, construction geeks who are just, infinitely passionate about construction technology to kind of calm them down and to kind of ask them questions. So I would say it took us a good maybe 45 minutes for the room to kind of calm down. If I was looking at the Zoom room and everybody had either their backs towards me or they had, their devices on, I came from the perspective of having no equipment, which was perfect. I don't have very much knowledge regarding this technology, but it was really good to kind of be able to kind of come from a place of curiosity and kind of learn from everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because again, I cannot give it justice with my words. So I want to share with you I did a screen recording. So hopefully you can see that. So this is what the room looked like from my perspective as someone who did not have any devices, and got to see everyone on my team. I had Jonathan, Nathan, Ben, Travis, Cody, and Rob. Hopefully I captured everyone. So we had a lot of things happening in this room. We had some PDF files, we had some 3D models, we also had some images, and then you can see that someone placed my video screen on a chair. So we had a little bit of fun for the most part in this room. But the question that I really wanted to know, is there a place in construction? Actually, let me rephrase that. Is this the future of how we're going to meet, moving forward in 2021, right? Zoom calls has been such a part of our new normal now. But is this sort of the next phase, where we can, have that in-person engagement? I would say I definitely felt a little bit of camaraderie between everyone, just getting excited and just walking around. But let me just fast forward to some of the pieces in here. As a viewer, from my perspective, I was able to kind of, look around. I didn't have the navigation features like everyone else in the room had with me, but we were able to kind of change the scenario. Again, you can see we had some 3D models. There was a lot happening at this point. And let me fast forward to this portion where I was able to share my screen. I was sharing Bluebeam Review. I had a PDF file, so everyone was able to see that clearly. Again, from my perspective, some of the files that were shown on the whiteboard or the wall were not really clear. But what I would say here is, I think the level of engagement was, 1,000%. Having done some sessions in the CPC roundtables, you always get a couple of people who are very quiet, introverted. I can definitely empathize with that. But in this case, that was not the case. Everybody was highly engaged. Nobody was shying away from not showing their videos. In this case, we had half versions of their avatars. So definitely highly engaged. And I did ask the question, how does this look like with communication, between the field and the office? Definitely there was a resounding agreement, like, yes, this could definitely be the future. And I do like this portion where Cody chimed in and talked about how, devices, there's definitely a future with devices merging at one point. And then hopefully by this portion of our time together, we were able to finally calm down and then introduce ourselves. But I'm going to lean on Nathan and also Jonathan to see if they have any inputs on there. But again, this was definitely a very difficult recap to bring to all of you, but it was definitely, fun and engaging on my end.
Scribbles talking right now.
Cody, grab a seat, man. Come on, we're trying to have a meeting.
So, Marsh, you see where I highlighted on this?
That's perfect spot.
Hey, seat's taken, asshole.
And then I ask, why is this only modeled to here? Can we take this all the way through and then L shape out here? And I don't see any of the hangers. Where are we putting hangers in this room? So you'd be like, okay, we're going to take a look at the first problem area here. We pin it nobody messes with it. And then you can say, okay, well, this is obviously not an issue, so we take this and we get rid of it.
Well, one thing I don't know if you guys know, but
This
like,
is not an issue.
Sean, if you look up at the board there where it says class breakout, if you hit the save, the next time you come into this room, all of this stuff will be exactly where it was. So if you want to mark it up and have somebody else come into the room some other time and mark it up also, you could easily do that and just save the room as you
Right,
leave.
because it's not specific to each user, it's the room itself.
No, and I actually thought it would be pretty cool if you had a nice model to leave it up there for people to go in, mark up, kind of interact with, and then just have them hit save as they leave, and we can look at what the results are.
Yeah, I'm kind of, now that I'm looking at this, you almost even want to have the model a little bit higher too, so everybody can see more of the dimensions. So you can put it up in the middle of the room like this, pin it, without closing it, pin it. And then if you need to, you can even walk around it too,
Yeah.
or jump to another chair. Okay.
Oh, sorry, let me get back my seat. Hey, that's my seat.
Yeah, I was just going to the open one.
I did notice, like, if you look at that model in the middle, do you see how much is missing? That was an FBX created in Revit, and this is one created in Navisworks down in front of me.
I have noticed, yeah, those work
more
better.
detail in this. Yeah, Navisworks is
Which is
much
weird,
better.
because, so I'm going to get rid of this big model in the middle, and let's put that one up so we can all take a look at it.
Oop, I got to unpin it first.
So
There you
isn't
go.
this built on Unity? So that's probably something that to do with that.
It might be, but you can get pretty good resolution on Unity. That's what a lot of those, like Revisto and Visual Live 3D, are all built on Unity.
Well, and that's what I'm wondering, too.
Exactly, that's what I'm suggesting.
Yeah, how close is Revisto, to being able to have that in-room experience, to be able to click some button and go to that, actually be one-to-one
Well,
scale in it.
You can do it. You just can't do it in a group. They actually, I lied.
Yeah,
You can do it in a group. You just can't see everybody's face like we're seeing. But you can make issues and everything in
The faces do add
Maybe we need to
an
encourage the
extra
collaboration.
component.
there. I guarantee you, OT would be more than happy to get you Revisto and everything
Right.
set up that way.
So here's our opportunity to make our pitch to Spatial and Revisto and everything, right?
Right.
Combine
yeah.
forces.
I gotta say, that's a pretty cool picture, though. Everybody at the table, the chart up, the drawings up.
Yep.
Yeah,
And,
man.
well, and since something is recording somewhere, let's just do a quick round of introductions, because I know Ben. Wait, is Ben still here? Or did he leave?
No, he just disappeared.
He just
Crap.
disappeared.
Well,
but he might
maybe
come
he's
back.
coming back. He's probably just going to get a recording thing or something.
Yeah, I guess. Well, in case he takes a while to come back, let's start with Rob and go this way, because it'll go longer, because we have to go in order, right, Lil?
Yeah.
Are you?
All right, me first.
Well, and Lil, is there any question that you want to know from all of our participants after us playing around for a while here, as we do our quick introductions?
I think I asked some of the questions, as you guys were playing, so I think I might have a good recap in general.
Cool.
Or not good,
Awesome.
an all right recap.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, and maybe even restating what you're using, right? If you're just taking real quick notes of like who's here and what we're using, like AR versus VR versus whatever. We'll mention that if you're able to take notes, because my scribble on notepads doesn't work very well.
Use the voice one.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Well, always innovating. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Rob.
All right, Rob Miller, Director of Business Development at Faro. I am currently running an Oculus Quest first gen, and normally I'm in the reality capture sessions, but we do some stuff with VR in Scene and our web share, and this is a real key interest for me for both construction and our public safety. So I begged Nathan to let me join this one just for the experience. So
Welcome, Rob.
thank you.
MCAA geek. We
Hi.
know that you're not paying attention, you know.
Well, I was trying to make a note while I was doing this. Hold on. Hi, Sean McGuire. Not really MCA geek. I just obviously put my little handle up here instead. Director of Innovative Technologies at MCAA. And I can see Marsh is not really paying attention either. But let me see if I can actually, as I'm doing this, I can
You
take
noticed
notes.
that you said that though.
Yeah. He's like, what? How do you feel about that? Hey.
Wow. Well, there's Cody. Where'd everybody else
Cody,
go?
feel free to join us.
Oh, Travis is back.
I'm right here, man. I'm just recording.
Cody, have a seat. You
But
animal.
by the way, we have 4 minutes left in our time, so.
Thank you.
Dude, can you guys not hear me?
Thank God.
No, we can hear you now.
All right. I've been having problems with my HoloLens. I think Marsh is next, right?
Yep, Marsh next.
I think Marsh is next, right?
I'm John Marsh with Steel Toe Consulting and with MEP Innovation Lab, and this is sort of my little experiment from the lab. Cody?
Awesome. Hi, I'm Cody Nowak, founder of Cube. We're integrating immersive technology in the AEC industry. Taking recording of us right now from my HoloLens 2. This is a pretty cool experience. I'm actually looking at the Wilshire Grand right behind MCAA Geek. Worked on that, used the HoloLens to actually do some construction instruction there, so it's pretty cool.
Wild, because yeah, you just look like you're down at my waist level. But besides that point, hi everyone, Nathan Wood.
By the way.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know. See, and it's funny because I can tell his voice is behind me. That's what I think the coolest thing about this is the 3D sound. But Nathan Wood, Executive Director, Construction Progress Coalition. I had this meeting so that I could buy an Oculus Quest 2. Now that they're only $299, and I think I've been very happy with this experience. I think for those that are kind of dig tech but aren't the most savvy with it, Cody, you know, I fall into that category. This is pretty intuitive actually. So this has been It's been a fun experience. Travis, you want to introduce yourself?
Feel free to join us.
Travis, aka Picasso.
It's when you come into the room. Hey,
right.
Ben, you got your audio yet? Yeah.
Yeah. Every week, for me, for the last couple minutes, everybody was frozen, and I could only hear a couple people talking. It was super weird.
Yeah, you have to reboot
Weird.
It happened to me a million times.
Yeah. So
yeah, you have to reboot the entire app.
I quit out of Spatial, and I had to close out and come back in.
We got, I think, 2 minutes left. Do a quick introduction for folks who don't know you.
Okay. Hey, everyone. I'm Ben Stacker. I'm the construction technologist at Skender GC in Chicago. I'm on HoloLens 2 right now, and this is my first collaborative VR meeting, so this is pretty awesome. I've only used it for single-person uses and AR at the job site and whatnot, so this is really cool, and I could actually see us using this. Yeah, I don't know.
Thank you, Ben.
That's about all.
Let me know what the limit of the number of people in here can be.
I can't remember, but I thought it was closer to 20. It's like a lot of people.
I can see that getting a
Lil,
lot.
can you see real quick on what you got? What the limit on people is?
It doesn't tell me, but I can look it up. Let's see.
It just sucks though, because if you take pictures during the meeting, you can't share them during the meeting unless, if you're on your HoloLens 2, you have to do a whole, get it over on your computer, get it on Drive, open up Drive. I think that's how it would work.
Yeah, I think that was one of the cool parts is that you saw a lot of people as they moved too close to you actually take a step back because somebody's getting in my space. And it was really cool to see, I think it was, like you said, Lil, about 35 minutes before everybody actually calmed down. And it was just, we were trying all the tools, all the functions, but once you calm down and if people were used to it, I could see it being something that people really enjoy. And one of the things I would say is she actually has the room sitting up there in the chat. So I saw somebody had a magic leap on, but you can jump in to that room, just hit that link, you'll be right in. And I thought that was easy too. Like we can save the rooms, we can share it with each other. It's a really cool environment to experiment with. And I hope you guys spend a little time in VR and mixed reality over the next month. It's fun.